Section 9.3, saving money. So in this particular section, we're going to talk about um, different ways to save money. So there's a lot of different type of problem that we're going to go over. But in this particular video, we're going to talk about something called the present value. So the overall 9.3 here about saving money. Um, when is the best time to invest for your future? Okay, saving money is in order to invest for your future, such as retirement. So basically, I just wrote a couple of things down as a suggestion. Normally, what I will teach students is make sure you have a family emergency fund in place. That's the very first thing to have a healthy financial um, thing going on at home. Family emergency fund, $1,000 or $500 based on your income. So if you make more than $20,000, $25,000 a year, you want to make sure you have $1,000 emergency fund in place. If you make less than $20,000 to $25,000, make sure you have a $500 emergency fund in place. And the reason why the difference is the more money people make, they tend to buy more stuff. Therefore, they tend to have more emergency. All right. So have the family emergency fund in place while paying off all the debt except the mortgage, because the mortgage is normally the very last thing people pay off. Here we even talking here when we talk about debts, credit card debts, personal loans, car loans. You want to make sure you pay off all those debts as soon as you can. Now, once the debts are paid off, okay, what you need to do next is put 3 to 6 months monthly household um, spending, okay, into into your emergency fund. So basically, what this is saying is once you paid off all your debt, okay, you need to um, put more money into this emergency fund. So the emergency fund now it becomes 6 months, okay, preparing for 6 months worth of emergency. The reason why we normally pick 6 months is because if something happened to you where you cannot work anymore, normally it takes 6 months for the disability to kick in. So while you're waiting on disability to kick in, if you have 6 months worth of spending, okay, that the house, that your household needs already in place, then while you wait on disability to kick in, then it's a little, it's a little bit less of stress, okay, knowing that you have money put aside in a big emergency like such as not able to work. All right. So once you put back 6 months worth of emergency fund for your whole entire household, whatever the household needs to spend every month, save up for 6 months worth. After you've done that, you can begin to allocate 10 to 15% of your take home monthly income into a retirement account. Okay. At the same time, also begin to pay off your house. Okay. These are just kind of steps and ideas, to have a healthy financial future. All right. Now we are dealing with a lot of different formulas in chapter 9. I already show you the simple interest formula and the compound interest formula. So this is very much like a compound interest formula. It just kind of write it out slightly different. This is called the present value. Present value here in this particular section representing the principal needed in order to reach a future value amount that you desire. Okay, where A capital letter is a future value that you want, R is the interest rate APR, N is the number of compound interval per year. Okay, so this is basically just a compound interest formula, just rewrote it, and T is your time in years. All right, so let's say use the formula for present value of money to calculate the amount you need to invest now. You need to invest now. So invest now, that will be referring to as the present value in one lump sum. Okay, this is a key phrase. So we want to invest now in one big lump sum in order to end up with $25,000 after 10 years with an APR of 3%, and we're going to compound quarterly. All right, so now we established what we needed for this formula. So P is my 25,000, T is 10 years, interest rate 3%, which is 0.03. Compound quarterly means N is equal to 4. So the question is asking how much money do I need now, okay, to invest into this particular account in order to end up with $25,000. So my present value that I need will be my future value, $25,000, divided by parenthesis 1 plus interest rate is 0.03, right? 3% divided by N, compound 4 times in a year, and raising to the 4 times 10 power. Alrighty. So let me show you how to key this in the calculator. Okay, this is began to a little bit trickier to put in the calculator. So what I'm gonna do is since a lot of my operation is in the denominator, all right, I'm gonna type in my 25,000 first, divided by. Now the bottom we need to do some order operation. Okay, got to think about this. I know if I want the calculator to do the 4 times 10 for me, I got to put them in the parenthesis. Okay, so basically what I need to add is an extra parenthesis. Okay, because this purple parenthesis here indicates I want the calculator to figure out the whole entire bottom first before it will get divided on the top. All right, the black parenthesis come with it. The blue parenthesis is what I'm inserting as well. I want the calculator to do that part for me. So I'm going to start over with my purple parenthesis and open another one. So inside the second one, I'm going to do 1 plus 0.03 divided by 4. Close the inner one and exponent. Open up the blue one and do my 4 times 10. Close my purple one and close the purple one. Excuse me, close the blue and then close the purple. Okay, you got to open the right amount and close the right amount of parentheses in order to come up with the right answer. So my answer, $18,541.20. That's the lump sum I need now in order for me to get $25,000 after 10 years. Now, I know this is not all that practical, for someone to have $18,000 laying around. That's the reason why when we talk about a different objective, such as annuity, these are more practical type of scenarios. All right, let's try another one, okay? All right, Draper College predicts that in 16 years it will take $300,000 to attend a college for 4 years. Hannah has a substantial amount of cash in which to invest a lump sum. So here you go. The lump sum idea. Would you invest a lump sum of money for her children's college fund? How much should Hannah put aside in the account with an APR of 8% compounded monthly? So I'm compounding monthly. All right, in order to have the $300,000 in 16 years. So what the problem is saying is now Hannah has this a lot of cash on hand. So in order for her to end up with the $300,000 after 16 years, how much money does she need to invest now? All right, so for our formula, present value, how much you need to invest now will equal to the 300,000 divided by, all right, parenthesis 1 plus R is 0.08 divided by compounded monthly means N is 12. Whole thing raised into the N times T. T is 16 years. Okay. All right. So this is what it looked like when we write it out. But again, just like the previous problem, if I want the calculator to do the 12 times 16 for me, I need to put them in a separate parenthesis. So if in that case, then I will need to let the calculator to figure out the whole entire bottom before divided by 300,000. Therefore, we need an extra parenthesis, okay, to tell the calculator, hey, do everything down here before 300,000 will divide. All right, so let's put this in again. 300,000 divided by, all right, now open up the purple parenthesis, and now open up the black parenthesis that come with the problem. 1 plus 0.08 divided by 12. Close the black parenthesis, exponent raising to the 12 times 16 power, so open the blue, 12 times 16. Close the blue parenthesis, and now close the purple one. Voila. So she will need to invest $83,766.26 now, okay, in order for her to end up with the $300,000 after 16 years. So like I said, not very practical scenario, because if you have this much lump sum, you're probably thinking about doing something with this money, okay? But these two examples does kind of shows that, hey, if I have money now and I want to invest, okay, put it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. If you want to buy a car, okay, a car depreciates over time. So if you're spending $30,000, want to buy a $30,000 car, that same $30,000 you're spending now, even though we do monthly payments, but think about the value of that $30,000 today, and then plug into this formula, 10 year, 20 year down the road, we can either let the $30,000 car depreciate, or our $30,000 can grow into what? Grow into something else. So if you know the interest rate for your car, and you know how much the car is worth, put it up here, put the interest rate up here, and if you do a compound monthly, since you're making payments every month, and then just take the 12 times however many years you want to take out to, that will tell you that, that value, okay, down the road, that same $30,000 down the road can eventually become a lot more money, okay? Well, maybe not put the $30,000 up top. Maybe you can think of some other value. Maybe the 30,000 can grow into 50,000. All right. So in the next video, we will use we will basically look at the saving money from a different perspective, more like a monthly kind of deal. All right. That will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.